back and we're live. We're live and we're back. We had a little bit of a hiatus there. We have so much to talk about. How's it going, everybody? My name is Aubtoshi. This is Nouns on the Air, where we highlight people, places, and things from around the world. I am so excited to be back here. I was really dying to be live streaming with you guys last week. There is so much that happened in New York. I can't wait to cover all of that too, but it is amazing to see you guys. And I am obviously in a different location right now. Look at this chugalicious background we have going on. We got the palm tree art. We got the pumpkin spice and everything nice. Chugalicious coffee mugs. We are so ready to chug down here in Indio, California. If you know, you know. We are here for Coachella weekend too. So it was on our event list for our proposal. And I am so freaking excited about this. But I figure in honor of a really fantastic person performing here at Coachella and being on this stage, I gotta open with this song. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's just give ourselves a little time to get ready for this pod. Yes.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go.
Guess who figured out audio?
Get up, and they got go.
I figured out audio, guys. Thank you, OBS.
Time to wake up, bitch. Get up.
Oh my God, I did it. I figured out how to do the browser sound. We talked about this last week.
Get up. Get up.
We're just advancing every day here. Get up. It's time. Coachella. New York. Oh my God, this man gets me so hyped. He's here. Who's going? Who's here at Coachella? Comment right now in the feed. I can see that everywhere. That was just a little clip. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I can't wait to start talking. We also have another thing we figured out. I don't know if you guys remember, but just on my last live stream, there was a couple things I wanted to get. It was some audio. I kind of wanted to get some guest features. Today, we actually have an in-house guest. If you know, you know. Say hello to the world, Chefo.
What do I have to know?
Is it working? Chat. Drop in the chat if you can hear Chefo. We're just testing out a couple of things. What's up, Symbiotech? Get out of bed. Can you hear us? Can you hear Chefo?
Symbiotech's been out of bed. You should check out Symbiotech's Twitter. That was impressive, my dog.
Oh, yes. Oh my God. How could I open up the show today without saying happy 420? I think maybe we just need to do this one more time. 420. Pumpkin spice, everything nice.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go.
Have you 420'd yet, guys?
Get up, and they got go.
What does that mean for you?
Time to wake up. Bitch.
I'm pumped. 420. You're still on here.
Get
You
up.
know, pumpkin spice is often baked in. See what I did there? Perhaps
I'm sorry.
a little waked and baked.
Symbiotech's photo is iconic. Wait, maybe I can pull that up here. Oh, of course I can. Because we have done so many cool things here. And as part of that, Symbiotech, we have really figured out this OBS thing, guys. Symbiotech. Why is Symbio? Oh, there you are. Oh my God, I'm with the weed head. And with the weed head, where is this iconic photo? Where did you post that? Well, there's a bunch. I swore I saw you in a field. Am I wrong, Chefo?
Field of Dreams.
3 hours ago. Oh, you've been doing multiple. Oh my God. We have a lot going on here. Are you
It's
here?
a big day today.
Symbiotech, are you physically
It's a
in
big day today.
the presence of these, or are you just like appreciation? Oh, here we go. This is what I was talking about. This is it. Look at this glorious, beautiful specimen of a person. Symbiotech, y'all. Make sure you go follow this human.
That's a professional right there.
He's live in his space right now. I do know that the Jack Butcher space is happening through the Noun Square. I will be trying to figure out how to
We
do
met Jack.
that audio. We did meet Jack Butcher. I'm also
Bought Jack a beer.
We did buy Jack a beer. I'm hating how this chat is looking like with the black text. I don't know how to fix that, y'all. We're just gonna have to deal with that. Symbiote, that was last year's harvest. Interesting. That is so good. I mean, if that was last year's, what is this year's like? I mean, this is so fun. I haven't been able to talk about any of this kind of stuff on my show yet. Again, welcome. We highlight people, places, and things. And today is 420, so there's a lot of different things that we can highlight. But I really do want to cover what happened last week. Okay, so we weren't able to live stream last week. Weird, strange story about that. But imagine going to a hotel and just the internet doesn't work. Just imagine that for a second.
Only for us. And we were the select few.
Only for us. I'm like, how am I going to do this? I was going to set up like in this little area, the Bar Moxie, to do this live stream, but it didn't go down that way. But because it didn't go down that way, I was able to really hone in and focus on all the events that week. And you know that we do on Thursdays, we highlight people. We highlight people specifically, but there was too many people to highlight from New York. And so we're going to go talk about all of them, especially like the standout proliferators that were there. There were a lot of people from the Nouns community who were in New York for NFT.NYC, as we talked about last week, or I'm sorry, the week before that. Geez, so much time has passed. I can't even believe it, Shefo. Time is just passing by so fast. We discussed, I think I still have the slide here. Let me see. Yep, there it was. I was speaking. I don't think I like put the right audio on that slide, so that's why you guys couldn't hear me. But I was speaking at NFT.NYC. I got to speak on the main stage. There's a lot of random little clips out there that have been starting to come out. I'm trying to force myself to watch them. It's really hard for me to watch myself back in time at these things too. I think I'm kind of like dorky on stage, and I'm like, I don't know if you noticed this time, Shefo, but I think I have to like get a new pair of sweatpants. I'm like wearing them now, the tracksuit. But I think I've been drying them a little bit too much. I'm either growing or they're being dried or both.
Well, as someone who helps produce the Nouns on the Ground uniform, I guess I have to be partially responsible.
I look
for that.
really tucked in there. Wait, let's see if we can get
Yeah, let's get a look at
let's
that.
get a sample of this tucked inness. It's too much.
Were you expecting a flood, as they say?
Well, I already have this problem. Oh, let me do window capture here. I already have this problem because I am just tall and thin, but let's
Go to prop.house. You do not need a noun.
look at this outfit.
I feel like if you can't produce a picture,
Submit your idea. It is a massive, awesome.
Let's just, I can't really zoom in on that.
I mean, they're track pants.
Let's get the TikTok up.
They're track pants, you know,
Go to prop.house.
to be fair.
I'm screaming at people.
But I think you could get it. You could get your tailor to drop it down a couple inches there.
Okay, I'm not even ready for a flood. I'm ready for just, fly fishing? Fly fishing? I'm trying to think of something that you would do where you would need your ankles to be in water.
Like walking on the beach, like just getting.
This isn't even my fault. Like, I'm tiny anyways. Like, it's fitting me up top. But also, where you will note that there is an issue is at the sleeve length. Okay.
Now, is this a segue to like a merch drop, or what is happening here?
Thank you so much. I will creatively be segueing into merch drop things. I talked to some amazing special people and friends who are huge in NFT merch. And I think that after this trip too, everyone was coming up to me like, where do I get this tracksuit? I don't currently have it for sale. Pixel, shout out Pixel, helped me make these. I feel like these are definitely like a sample that are going to help us get to where we need to be going. But part of the experiment is also seeing like, okay, how does this sizing look? You just need leg warmers and wristbands. That is so funny. Can you imagine just like with Noggles? So like, okay, so a slightly smaller than normal tracksuit, but with Noggle wristbands and ankles. Yeah, maybe instead of like toning it down, I need to just step it up. More Noggles,
Yeah.
more Noun stuff. But anyways,
Custom shoes.
that was me on stage there, guys. That was me on stage. Tons of fun. Please check out the Noun Square. They've been posting awesome stuff. But I want to start highlighting. And yes, I did spell out 5, even though I know it's the number 5 oceans. Okay. Let's start highlighting some really fantastic people who were at NFT.NYC. I'm not going to go in any particular order here, so don't be offended if I talk about you last, or if I don't talk about you at all. I'm so sorry. I'm just sorry in advance. I have a lot on my mind. I'm super excited. I also want to get to Coachella and talk about these things, but there was these specific standout individuals that I want to make sure that they get their flowers for everything that they did in New York. It was just an overall incredible experience. Maybe I can't go in order of like the days because these things just are so meaningful to me. But what you're looking at right now on your screen is 5 oceans. Okay, 5 oceans at 5oceans_dev. Is he a dev? I didn't know that. Okay, 5 oceans, a man of many talents. This is officially our James Bond of the DAO. I don't know if you agree with me. He's our Liam Neeson. He is our Tom Cruise. This man put together a proposal that had us look at, just so you can see, sailboats going around the harbor with the Nouns Noggles on them. That's the shirt that I'm wearing right now. Let's see if we can get a, I don't know if you can, oh yeah, you can see it. Oh, this is my shirt. So sick. Oh, also shout out to Mesh Up. This is his art with the Lady Liberty with the Noggles there, flying or sailing around Lady Liberty. That boat on the left is looking a little like it's about to tip there. That happened kind of often. Look at this thing. Okay.
You weren't on one of those small boats, I don't think.
I was not on one of these small boats. So just so you guys can see, this is kind of the group photo. One of the group
Did anybody
photos.
call you captain at any point?
No one called me captain. Wait, hold on. I'm just coming back.
That's a good thing.
Group photo here. So many fun people. There's another fun group photo I'll show you guys. Let's see. On mine, you know I got the groups. You know I got the, oh, here we go. This is it, baby. So much fun. So there was a proposal put in through NounsDAO by 5 Oceans to replicate something he had done in Korea. So it was taking sailboats, proliferating nouns by having these awesome nounish sails, sailing around the harbor. And this was by far, I think, potentially my favorite prop that's ever gone through that I've also been able to be a part of. The proliferation efforts and like what it did is insane. And I feel like these will have lasting effects on nouns. It was so freaking cool. He brought the whole group together. Let me go back to 5 Oceans here just so you guys can see. There were sailboats, as you will see here. There was a helicopter, okay, with people in it getting photos. There was, oh, there it is. There it is. There was 1, 2, 3. I think there was like 8. Here's 5 of them. That's an epic freaking photo. And they basically had these Lady Liberty sails. Oh, this is another thing he's doing. Lady Liberty sails. And then, I'm so sorry. There's so many images from this that I have to just like go back in time. Lady Liberty sails, and then also other like nounish sails like this. Oh, there's Prof. We'll get back to you. Okay. How sick is this photo?
Those were great.
Oh my gosh. And it was like a pretty like overcast, cloudy day. When you were out there on the water, you could see these things so clearly. It was so vibrant. And in addition to these, there was this sort of larger boat. And so that's the boat that we're taking these photos from. I want to say it was called the Annabella. I'm not quite sure. Shout out Frank D. Gods, who has made a suggestion before to Nouns to buy a yacht. I think this is the one. 4.5 million, guys.
This is not the one. This is a nice one. It's a great one.
It was a nice one.
But I feel like nouns, we need to like group think that situation. You know, what are the things that a nounish yacht really needs to have?
Yeah, I know. Well, and it sounds so ridiculous. And I've so been in the party of people that's like, this is not about getting yachts, guys. But after seeing this whole experience, seeing the happiness it brought and seeing all the people that even the people who were sailing the boats.
What if there was a Nounish yacht
Okay.
and it was available during like things like NFT.NYC and stuff like this for like people in the Nouns ecosystem to like have parties and go do all that.
Yes.
But then the rest of the time, it was one of these tour boats, but it was like a Nouns tour.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
That's sailed around the Statue of Liberty, but it was like a Nounish tour.
Yes, and it just always had noun sales. That's the whole point of like,
Totally.
it's not just a yacht just for the sake of having a yacht.
I don't hate it.
It's for like people would be able to take tours of this harbor and sail around Lady Liberty like with these sails. Like it just makes so much sense. So Five Oceans, thank you so much for bringing all of us together. I just really mean that. Where are you here? Thank you so much. I hope people follow you. Really fun fact. I found out that Five Oceans actually planned this all from his house. He had never been to the US before. Who said that? That was 142. Yeah, some of y'all are so hard to find on here. Where? Oh, there you are. Here we go. Yes, mad respect for Five Oceans, who executed sailing prop flawlessly. He has never been to the US before, planned everything remotely from South Korea. Nounish hustler. Seriously, freaking epic. Thank you so much, Five Oceans. I can't even tell you how meaningful that was. And the fact that Nounish was there professionally kind of filming everything too. Let's check out Nounish. Yep, they were there as well. They have their crew. Five Oceans and this proposal story are obviously going to be highlighted. How could they not be? So just overall, just a huge congrats to him. Thank you for gathering everybody. We were able to get quite the crew out there to all come to the harbor to celebrate being Nounish. And I honestly think, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, Sheffo, but between this and then the OTG party, which we can go over as well, I don't know if I've ever seen like larger groups like this all wearing Noggles at the same time. What do you think?
There's been some, activations with groups that have people wearing Noggles, but as far as like active members of ecosystems that are like actually daily participants, I think these are probably some of the larger groups we've seen. So it's pretty cool.
Oh my God, more than cool. I mean, I had to show you guys this one. The boy band photo is so great. And yes, thank you. Brandon's comment on here, great people. Seriously, great people, guys. Great builders. Thank you to everybody that was on the boat. I feel like I get to see, there's like a group of people within the Nounish ecosystem that I get to see because we are traveling around with this proposal, and I feel so fortunate. And I've never had a time in my life where I consider like who are my friends as people that I'm like running around the world and seeing internationally. And that is completely the case right now. All of these people all live in different places, and it's really beautiful when we get to come together and be together and proliferate together in the name of Nouns. And so big shout out to everybody who was there. There's a couple other people I would like to shout out. Prof, of course, Prof Werder. Where are you? What is your handle so people can see? I love this photo. I love this photo so much. If you ever see a woman walking around wearing Noggles and flamingos at the same time, I would put my money on the back that that is probably Prof Werder. So Prof, let's pull you up here. And I know these people are all probably in a space right now together. Oh, I think that space starts in like 40 minutes, the Jack Butcher space. Prof, where are your fun photos? I feel like you had so many. You have a lot going on here. Yes. Prof is an excellent proliferator. She specifically held a breakfast, a builder breakfast. See, just smiling people with the Noggles. That is so fun. Oh my God. Let's see if we can get some builder breakfast photos. Tons of yacht photos. Look at her. Please follow this woman right now at, what is your at? At Prof Werder, Werder. Not only does she get to go to these events, and not only does she proliferate, but she is epic at posting a lot of like these still photos that happen between, like here's Five Oceans, getting this like honor of basically being entered into other yacht clubs because of what he did with this one. Awesome photos with us. Yay. So many smiles with Woody. Awesome group photo. Crypto Skulls. Yes, let's go. There's so many things that went down. There's Blue. Where is this damn? Oh, here we go. Okay. Nouns.build. Nouns.build. We talk about that a lot in spaces and all over. I haven't really gone into it very much on the live stream, but Nouns.build is where you would go if you wanted to create your own DAO. This came through another proposal within the NounsDAO ecosystem. If you appreciate and like and really feel like you could utilize the auction mechanism and the DAO governance portion of Nouns, if you feel like that is a good fit for your own community, Nouns.build could be for you, because if you go to Nouns.build, that's the site, you can actually put in all your own information for your DAO and make your own DAO. And so I know that everyone sitting in this photo here, these are people that have made Nouns DAOs through the builder for their own DAOs. I know we heard from Purple DAO, Little Toads DAO, Public Assembly. So this little breakfast happened, and it's just another great shining example of, you know, what Prof is offering and what she brings to the table. Because I feel like, even, I don't know about you, Shefo, but I really love, as much as I love like the big events too, sometimes when you just gather 10 to 15 of the right people in a room, like, just, you never know what's going to happen. I was fortunate enough to meet a couple of individuals in this room who I interact with a lot online, but don't get the chance to in person. That was super special. I loved hearing about Public Assembly and what they got going on. Let's give them a follow. These are some highly impressive, really smarter than I people. Please follow them. I can't wait to see what they do with their DAO. Purple DAO. Oh, how am I not following Purple DAO? Is this even the correct Purple DAO? Purple Casts. I thought I was following Purple. We'll see what's going on with that, but that could be a incorrect tag. But Purple was there. Little Toads DAO. Shout out Little Toads. Of course, I'm following Little Toads. SuperTightWoody. So basically, this was a gathering spot and a breakfast, a builder breakfast. That was a proposal that came through Builder DAO. Builder DAO was created using Nouns.build. I know this all sounds so crazy. If you have no idea about anything or these DAOs, please, that is what these comment sections are for. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to hear a piece of it that you'd like to know more. I really want to make sure I'm not going too fast on this stuff too. We are so used to the language. I'm so used to talking about DAOs. I'm so used to seeing how they're all set up and just being able to kind of just like off the cuff talk about them too. So I'd love to know from you guys, does any of this make sense? Like, isn't it crazy? If you have to understand how NounsDAO works too before you can understand how DAOs can maybe be replicated from it. But it is not that complicated. It's what I talked about in my speech. And basically the essence of it is people in this DAO hold a token, and then together with those tokens, you guys get to vote on things that happen within the DAOs, and we call those across the board proposals. We both know, that's me and Shefo. We all know, all of us who are here today know that I'm here and funded by a NounsDAO proposal. Shout out Nouns. You can find out more at nouns.wtf/vote/206. That is my prop that specifically funded this live stream with you guys today and all the events that we're going to. And so I'm very well versed within the NounsDAO ecosystem and the proposal process. And Nouns.build is such a great example of utilizing the DAO technology piece and really encouraging communities to form this DAO sort of style and structure for their communities on their own. And so if you have any questions about DAOs and building DAOs, please follow the Nounish Prof. Please follow BuilderBox. I can't believe, everyone has like a Twitter account for their projects. I just follow BuilderBox myself. I try to go in there and get them all. Basically, I believe every Friday. Yes, Fridays at 4. Twitter Spaces. If you follow Prof Worder or BuilderBox Show, you will be able to hear all about these DAOs. She has great guests. Please do that. She hosts the show with Toady, who is that's a great transition for the next person to talk about. Toady Hawk. AKA the voice of a generation.
The voice of a generation. Wow, that was a big one.
I didn't even say that. That wasn't
We
even
bought
mine.
those beers.
I didn't even, that wasn't even out of my mouth. That was out of Jack Butcher's mouth.
Jack Butcher's mouth.
Okay, so if that's
To
anything you need
Toadie's
to know,
ears.
Toady Hawk, for anyone who hasn't followed it, follow him right now, please. Toady_Hawk. He has been the voice of a generation for as long as I've known him. He runs and hosts the Noun Square, another successfully passed NounsDAO proposal. I used to also quite regularly host on that show. I'm trying to get back in the mix of it while we travel and stuff to make that happen. But he was able to make it. Let me get up straight to media. What is going on here? He made it to New York. Of course, how could he miss it? And it was just the best thing ever. I mean, making our own fun gifts on the boat. Let's see who else here. There's Toady. I'm specifically looking for this one photo. He played soccer. There was a Nouns soccer team. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is it. Wait, who said it? Did he type on it? Did Jack Butcher also post this? He must have. Wait 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy with this stream, but I swear to God, the voice of a generation thing came from maybe he retweeted it or something. Oh no. Yes. There it is. This should honestly be minted, this comment. This is amazing. Jack Butcher himself, the voice of a generation, Toady. Let's go. We were able to go meet up with them at a bar on the Lower East Side. Jack Butcher was having like a small get together, and we saw Farouk there, which was awesome. And Farouk finally got a gold pair of Noggles from Clem, who's probably the next person that we're going to talk about. But overall, Toady, it was freaking awesome to see you. You are the voice of a generation. You are in every photo I have and at all the events that I went to that were super nounish. Please follow Toady and tune into the Noun Square if you want to hear more about that. I'm sure that on the Jack Butcher space today, that's happening in about 27 minutes, they will be bringing up that quote quite often, because I know I would be. Maybe I'll go in there and just like make sure that they talk about it. Toady Hawk, the voice of a generation, epic NounsDAO community member. Just one of those people, and like the other people that I have mentioned prior to this, who is like 24/7 nouns. And that's really important, I feel like, for communities that are trying to build, and brands that are trying to become something, and for people who are building brands. I think that here's the Noun Square also. The Noun Square is successful right now because of Toady's leadership, and it's going to continue to be that way. Please follow the Noun Square. Hopefully I'll be joining more of those spaces as well. And I actually think it'd be really fun to like live stream this, like just being in spaces and live streaming. So I should figure out an OBS little scene for that situation. Toady, it was awesome meeting you IRL, and I can't wait to do it again. Voice of a generation. Okay, brings me to my next one. Can't talk about Noggles being everywhere without talking about Big Shot. Big Shot Toy Works. Freaking outstanding. I know that I'm going to go to your media, and there's going to be so many photos in between this last week, but Big Shot is the maker of these. Wait, let me get my main little vid here. These awesome Noggles. Okay. The toy, big, fun Noggles that like go over your face. You look like an actual cartoon character. Big Shot is the producer of these toys and is known for it within the ecosystem. Like everybody knows, and like a lot of people during this trip got a pair of Noggles. It's super cool. I just want to say, I know that Farouk got the gold Noggles, like pretty rare, my guy, pretty rare. I don't have a pair of gold Noggles. I know one person that has a pair of gold Noggles. Look at this proliferator. Amazing. Bringing those Nogs to everybody. I know that everybody I saw got some. More specifically, some people that got Noggles had even crazier experiences happening to them, like Crypto Skulls, our friend. Let me see, where's his? I feel like Prof had a picture of him. Dude, this is just like, it was such a crazy whirlwind of all these different projects and people coming together that things just started to like overlay. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So this is the Noggles from Big Shot, right? They're just plain white Noggles like the one that I have on my mic right now. This is Crypto Skulls and Steven. And look at this. Okay, I don't know if you guys understand the cultural significance of this. This is a special Vinny Hager edition. Vinny Hager was at the Nouns soccer game, I believe, or I'm sorry, it wasn't the Nouns soccer game. It was the W3FC soccer put on by Andrew Wang, and Nouns had a team. I'm not sure that the Nouns did so well. I think they did score like 1 or 2 goals, but it's okay, guys. We'll get them next year. I know that y'all showed up and everyone was like professional soccer players, and so it's going to be okay. But this man, Vinny Hager, we love you. You haven't followed me yet. It's fine. I will stay waiting. I am such an appreciator of all your work, but he like tagged Noggles with his art. Woody had sneakers that had it. Prof had a hat. I know someone got their bag tagged, and it was such a cool like thing to see also for artists. This is such a great way to get your art out there. If you're someone that draws and stuff too, like people walking away with this merch that has this, like these Noggles just became a one of one. I even had these same white Noggles before. Now, not even close. I don't even know if I would wear those out. I would be like framing them and putting them in my house, like in a fun little box on the wall. I don't know. This is so cool. So cool. Vinny Hager is an incredible artist of our time and like really utilizing NFT technology to sell and have ownership of his art and like you guys. So the whole point of like going to these events and stuff too is that when you're there, sometimes these really special things will happen like that. So that was one of the special things that I had seen. Clem, Big Shot, thank you so much for everything that you do. You are always out there proliferating, making sure people have Noggles. Let's see. If you guys go to his site, actually, let me make sure I got this right. BigShotToyWorks.com. You yourself can get a pair of these Noggles, so please do that. I always like to encourage people to do that. Let's go on to our next person. I gotta probably shout out SuperTightWoody 100. Oh my God. Oh my God. Of course I have to because something really important happened. Okay. Another culturally significant NFT Web3 artist moment. Okay, guys. So Woody was on the boat with us. First time we got to hang out in IRL for freaking epic. Woody's also highly involved in Cryptodes that had a party. We'll talk about the person that threw that party in a second here, but Woody specifically is very into toads. I know about Cryptodes because of Woody, like mostly. And then Gremplin, this little character here, this little guy, just look at him. He not only founded Cryptodes, but he's one of the OG original NounsDAO founders. And so this is why this is important, okay, guys? Because we have a lot of crossovers here. I'm just trying to take you through some art, NFT history here. I took this picture of Woody on the boat. We got the helicopter in the background. We got the Nounish sails. We got Lady Liberty. I like joked around being like, this is like your Logan Roy moment. Like, this is insane. And he says that the only thing that can make this better is if he had a Gremplin version. Guys. Then Gremplin made that photo in like his classic way that he does his toads. And now SuperTightWoody is a one of one, like Cryptode. This is so freaking, it's obviously like not a Cryptode, but it is a toad. Epic. I mean, between Vinny Hager and Gremplin like running around too, I'm not sure if Gremplin was there in New York. But this is so iconic. Oh, I just realized right now too, I'm wearing a Cryptodes hat, y'all. Shout out Cryptodes. There's some type of like definite alignment, I feel like, between Cryptodes and Nouns. It just makes sense. Their pixel art. They're on chain. Cryptodes are on chain, right, Shefo? Yes. Cryptodes are on chain. They're sharing a founder there. It makes so much sense. And honestly, the vibes are immaculate. Okay. Exclamation point vibe. Cryptos are sick. Yes. Oh, I just saw your comment, Symbio. 100% shadowboxing those and putting them on the wall. Of course. This is insane. So this is so meaningful to myself. I had to share these stories because like these one-of-one art experiences are what this is all about. Getting to meet these artists, IRL, people that you really, love and appreciate their art. Woody was also there and stayed in New York for a little longer for like a music event. But again, fantastic proliferator, epic Cryptodes community member, epic NounsDAO community member. Happy to have you in Ugly DAO. And it was just iconic to meet you IRL. I think that brings us obviously with our Cryptodes little thing that we got going on right now to our next person. And that is Modi. Motivate Me V2. Okay. Oh, V1. Has anyone ever asked him about that? What happened to V1? It's okay. We don't need to know. Modi, you legend. Okay. So everyone knows, let me pull out really quick so you guys can see. Okay. So these are the Big Shot Clem Noggles. These are the Nouns Vision Noggles. Okay. I'm not quite sure how much these guys sell for. I want to say like $50 or less. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. These mint for 0.44 ETH, and then you have to burn the NFT to receive the Noggles, okay? These are like my Bentley of Noggles. I actually can't even believe it, but I've had a lot of wild experiences with these ones, guys. I've basically written them off as having lost them like multiple times, including most recently in Los Angeles, where I left them in an Uber on my way to an NFT music event, and then like quickly realized that I didn't have my Noggles because I like had them, I like hang them from my shirt, and I like got out of the car and then realized they weren't there anymore. I frantically called the Uber driver, and he's like, I just don't see them. I'm like, how could you miss them? They're bright red. They're squares. They're definitely there. They're not on me. Like they have to be in the car. He's like, I don't see them. And then like I couldn't get in touch with him anymore because the ride was like more than over. Days later, this angel, reached out via Uber support and said he had found them. And then he met up with us to give them back. So these guys have been around the block. But this is important because there's these other versions of Noggles that are also out. Thank you to Modi. I have them everywhere. Let's see. They're all over this photo, right? You're gonna see. There's a Sheffo. Aw, there he is. There's me. Okay, Sheffo's wearing the blue ones, all the blue ones that you see. The black ones, the very special new black ones. We hadn't seen those. And these. Let's see if we can get some red. Maybe someone's wearing them. I see some paper Noggles. I'm not seeing. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Right here. This gentleman is rocking the Modi Me red Noggles. Okay. Oh, and this person, Boop, is rocking. I think those are Nouns Vision. Is there a teal, like blue Nouns Vision one?
I believe, yes.
Like a baby blue. Oh yes. And then here's Psych Dre rocking the gold ones. Basically, and here we go. Another red Modi Noggles. Toadie's back there with the blue ones. Okay, here's another Modi Noggles. The reason this matters, there's those goddamn Vinny Hacker ones. They're so good. Oh my God, this is so hilarious. That's Five Oceans eating pizza while holding up paper Noggles and wearing big shots. I haven't like zoomed in and like looked at everyone's specific face in this photo. It's amazing. Okay. So the reason this matters is because all of the Noggles are a little bit different. Let me see if I can pull out here. The toy Noggles like this are really fun and like more, I believe, for costuming. You can go outside and wear these practically if you just want, if that's your vibe. I started a lot of my Nouns interviews. Let's see if I can get some of this up. Let's see, where are those that I do in the streets with these? See, I'm like wearing them everywhere. So I kind of was like rocking them for like this look to try to just be like, oh, this is normal, like kind of like fun out there. They get people's attention. So when you're like trying to like talk to random people and stuff too, they just like draw you in. People are like, what are those? I did this really fun like caricature drawing at Universal Studios with the Noggles and stuff too. So like, I really think that these ones are really fun and kooky and for costumes and just silly. And they kind of like everyone of all ages likes them. And I definitely see like adults getting like very excited about these and like kind of going into that like child mind sort of space. So I really appreciate these for that. These, my little Bugattis, Nouns Vision, are sunglasses. They are. I do want to say that I find it a little bit difficult to see out of them. It's okay. They're definitely like showy. They're flashy. You know, you had to burn an NFT to get them. I don't know any other sunglasses that do that or have done that. They were doing this like a while ago. They're pretty rare because I feel like their price point. And so not a lot of people have like the actual Nouns Visions, and Nouns holders were able to actually get the Nouns Vision. So it's kind of like this whole vibe when you see the real Nouns Vision glasses. I do like them, but Modi's are like practical sunglasses. They work. You can see that because of like the way that the Nouns cartoons are drawn, with the Noggles being like the one side, half of it's black and half of it's white. It's supposed to be like big eyes that are like inside of glasses. I feel like on the Nouns Vision, you can like see that line. And you also on the Nouns Vision ones, like get this reflection where you can kind of like see behind you. And so they're kind of like sneaky. You can like put them on and there's mirrors because of that one, like half of the glasses. You can like look kind of to your side and see directly behind you. It's kind of crazy. So if you're into that kind of thing, Nouns Vision could be for you. But for Modi's, you put them on and you can't really like see those two lines. They actually work as sunglasses. I have a bunch here because that's going to be our main activation here at Coachella. I do have paper Noggles I'm going to hand out to people, but as someone who's been to Coachella a bunch of times, I am very well versed in the necessity and demand specifically for things like ice because it's so freaking hot, and sunglasses. Oh my gosh. Sunglasses, you guys. This is how it's going to go down here at Coachella. I have a ton of these that I got off of Modi for OTG specifically. So thank you, Modi, for helping us get some of these Noggles on the ground here and around the world. I'm going to reach out to you again. I need more. Okay. Because like I'm anticipating that excuse me, after this weekend, I'm going to 100% need some more Noggles because I can't wait to get those out. And the thing I'm most excited about, honestly, is the fact that Coachella is live streamed. And so this is my goal, you guys. A lot of people wonder why specific events made it to my proposal, especially an event that is not an NFT or crypto centric event such as Coachella. I feel like Coachella is probably one of the more shiny examples of something that is just 0% related to NFT and crypto. Not 0% related because, as you know from this stream, we talk a lot about NFT music. I see a lot of crossover there. We talk about artists. Like, obviously, people who are into NFTs are going to be attending this event. I'm really like looking forward to seeing if anyone recognizes these Noggles on their own as I'm wearing them out. But Coachella is not sponsored by any NFT brands, okay? Coachella isn't going to have a stage that's purely NFT or Web3 music, which I hope to see that in the future, Coachella. I hope to see that in the future. I feel like it's a way that they could really elevate to the next level. But they, as of right now, just don't have that. And so the only real crossover is going to be the types of people that attend and what their interests are. But at the moment, there's no specific NFT thing. So people were, ask me like, well, what would be the point? If you go and if you're a speaker at NFT conferences, if your main sponsor is NounsDAO, which is, an NFT and crypto community, what would be the point of going to social events? And I do love talking about this because it matters for a few different reasons. First of all, when you're in a brand new industry, and I know quite often in this world and in Web3, everyone likes to reference the fact that we are early. I believe that that is true. We are early. And so it's up to us to be inclusive It's up to us to be patient as we're onboarding new people. It's up to us to show how exciting and fun this whole situation is. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I don't have just like a group of friends like this that I can just call and like gather and talk about cool things like on this boat the whole time. Like people weren't like partying to the point where they were sick. We were all like sitting and gathering together and talking about projects and how we see like the utilization of NFT technology for DAOs and what's working in DAOs, what's not working in DAOs, what's working in this industry, what's not, what's working at these IRL crypto events, what's not. There's a lot of big brain conversations happening in a more in-depth look. And these individuals, every single person here is like, you know, really well thought out when they talk about the things that they believe should be happening and will be happening and are continuing to happening in this industry. And so it's important because in that large photo, as much as we all have things in common because we were all there and all wearing noggles and all love NounsDAO and this industry and stuff, there's so many things that make us all different. And I feel like the part of us being early is like us all remembering as well that like our humanity with each other and that every single person in that photo has a unique hobby. Like there's something that that person likes to do when they shut down their Discord for the day and then go outside or do anything. And for me, I love social events and it's because people from all types of industries and stuff gather at these things. And so with my background of marketing, I know that just being present at these things is a win. Showing up, wearing these noggles and having people see the noggles, that's a win. Having a social media presence during these times, that's a win. I'm 100% going to make it my goal during this Coachella trip to um, kind of like vlog style on my social media. So make sure you guys are watching my page, more specifically, probably TikTok or Instagram. There's just like kind of the better, like in the moment video things to do for Instagram stories or for my just TikTok posts. I really want to do that because it matters. Having those fun videos and tagging Coachella and stuff with the noggles, that matters. Any new person that sees that, any new reach from someone who sees that and has never seen the square noggles before, that matters. Having like 100 or 200 of these things that I'm going to then hand out, getting epic fucking images and epic videos of people wearing these who are complete random, maybe know nothing about crypto people. Like that is the whole goal. It's why all of last year I did what is a noun interviews with random people on the street. And it really, really worked. And people like had this like iconic shirt, which usually wear all the time. But the Noggles shirt, getting Noggles now, I feel like instead of just the shirt is huge. I've been really wanting like this takeaway item. The paper Noggles have been awesome for that. It's what we handed out at the Rose Bowl parade to thousands and thousands of people. I love the paper Noggles and people love putting them on. Kids love them. But I've kind of wanted this like, I wish there was like a practical takeaway of like these noggles. I obviously can't hand out 0.44 ETH noggles to every person that I meet in the streets. But I can hand out almost like these like knockoff noggles. These, what would you call that? Knockoggles. What'd you say? Knuckles. Yes, I can have these knuckles that I hand out to people, and I think that people are going to wear them. People love these square glasses. You guys, I just still to this day, I will keep preaching it until I see it again. You will not go to a sunglasses store anywhere. Go to a sunglasses hut right now. Go Google Gucci, Versace, anything, any like designer sunglass or any designer sunglasses store or site, and look at all of their glasses from this season, from last season, from 3 years ago. You will not see purely square noggles like this. They are so unique, you guys. They're almost like their own thing. Like this is what they call like the Nike swoosh of basically Web3. It's this noggle logo. It's so identifiable that the nouns themselves, if you go to nouns.wtf, they used to have this like noun logo. It said noun in this like font. they replaced that with just the images of the Noggles. And they are so like the most perfect recognizable branding tool that as I now start to go out into these events, to NFT crypto events, out in the world randomly, I'm not even kidding you, at the airport. Okay, someone saw Chevo wearing a Noggles hat and said, your Noggles aren't allowed here, but he like knew what they were. Isn't that crazy?
It was.
In the airport, you guys.
I thought I was in trouble.
I know he got like someone was like coming out to school with him, but he was actually like telling him that he loved the Noggle hat. These are so recognizable that it just makes sense from a branding perspective to have something to hand out. So again, it's kind of like a long-winded way to say that I was super appreciative of Modi, but he has created these. He started handing them out probably before. Oh, I actually think he was handing them out at NFT.NYC last year, but then I got to meet him for the first time at Art Basel. Modi is also very involved in cryptos. And let's see if we can get some awesome little images from that party. I might go back to Prof's page because she kind of like heavily documented everything. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to Prof. I think Modi leaves lots of GIFs on people's Twitters. So the pictures are probably buried. Just give me 1 second here. Oh, here we go. Okay, Crypto's party. There's all of us playing ping pong. This thing was so cool. So this event that they threw for Cryptodes, which I believe was a prop. It was the proposal put through Cryptodes. Was at this really awesome place. In God, what part of New York was this in? What was this place called? It was like a ping pong bar. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was a ping pong bar. Never seen anything like it.
Yeah, and like everyone actually was like really okay and fine at ping pong. That was like one thing I noticed
There was
too.
no one that was spectacular though. Like there was no one walking around like saying like, okay, who's gonna lose? You know, I'm coming for your free drink.
It was
You know,
such a good example. Oh, there you are, Sheffo. It was such a good example of like, I'm a big believer in when you throw events and stuff, you gotta have games or something. Like, I threw like in a New Year's Eve event that was at a bowling alley. We love bowling. Ping pong feels like one of those also like very harmless, very fun games. Everyone kind of like knows the rules. And worst case scenario, you're kind of just like hitting this ball around. The star of the show was this Cryptodes pinata. It was filled with candy. He passed away after the yacht event. His candy was removed from him and then he was burned like a token. So glorious, so beautiful. This was a really, really fun event, and I actually got to connect a lot of the Cryptodes people to each other. So that was really cool. Thank you so much, Modi. I feel like you had like the longest winded explanation for why I just believe that you're a fantastic proliferator, but it was completely, totally worth it. Let me make sure. Obviously, this creature here, soon to boop, part of the Rat Pack, is just everywhere. Everywhere. I feel like I've seen him at so many events. He's so nounish. And I specifically need him in my life because I use his website every single day, noundation.wtf. And that's where I get my little Noggles thing because I still haven't done what everyone's done. Did you see that people like in their iPhones are changing like the word Noggles to like auto correct to the Noggle icon? I haven't done that yet. I feel like it's less clicks for me to just like click on a Noundation, click copy.
That's really good.
I know. I need to up my Unicode game. Also, this person right here, Sasquatch. Let's pull up a Sasquatch. Let's pull up a little Sasquatch here. Founder and contributor of Nouns ESports. I got to actually meet one of the players. That was freaking so cool and epic. Sasquatch is in New York, so New York native, which helped us a lot. But has done like incredible stuff with Nouns ESports. I also believe like as much as Five Oceans prop with the sailing has been like one of my favorite props I've ever seen implemented, Nouns ESports is like, I can't even describe to you guys how important their presence is. There is a Nouns Dota team that plays and has the Nouns logo on their jersey, guys, and they're good. I'm trying to go to one of these events. I was talking to Sasquatch about that. Like, how do we get on the ground Nouns ESports? Let's see. I'm trying to find something else here. They're putting in a new prop for a different type of team. I can check that out, but oh my God, that's the DJ we're listening to. He went and actually saw Mark live. That's amazing. Sasquatch is incredible. And so pro proliferation of nouns and has really found a unique way to do that through Nouns ESports. Like, that's like my biggest takeaway from Sasquatch as a person is he's such a great example of find what you love and what you're interested in. I talk about this all the time in my talks about nouns. You have to take what you're interested in, what you're good at, what you know, your expertise, and then apply that. Because look at how freaking cool this has happened. Like, Sasquatch himself is like a major gamer and has like transitioned into this like kind of like manager, producer of sorts of now this sports team. That is good. And I feel like really honored to like know about this. I still feel like we're early. It's literally, let me see if I can get a better version here. It's something to know is that in NFT and crypto and sort of Web3 in general, like one of the biggest naysayers, like a group that's like a large naysayer of the whole industry in general is video gamers. They really shouldn't be. I feel like they should be like the biggest adopters of it because of the fact that like they already are participating in, they've been doing metaverse since before metaverse, you know, look at the Fortnite like live performances that happen, being able to buy certain skins in games, like that could essentially be an NFT and a metaverse. Like the way that they do things online and through gaming makes sense for NFTs and crypto, but they still kind of are catching on. And I feel like they just are thinking it's pretty scammy at this point. I can't wait for that to not be the truth anymore, but it currently is. But it's really cool because Nouns having this team, so Nouns makes it so, you know, when I walk around and talk about nouns, or when Clem talks around going about nouns, I see you there in the comments, Clem, how's it going? We instantly like can tell people it's NFTs and crypto. When people in the video game industry or in the Dota 2 world hear nouns, they think of this team. They think it's a video game team. They think it's just a Dota 2 team and that's it. And to me, that's another just crazy part about proliferation when you're doing it in your own world and like applying it to the things you know. Because essentially, me coming to Coachella, a social event that has nothing to do with crypto and proliferating here is like my version of how I see things going down. Dota 2 and like nouns being proliferated through Nouns ESports at these conferences where they're winning and stuff too is their idea of proliferation, and it's working. People now know nouns. It is so freaking cool. Look at these guys. My heroes. Let's go nouns. Nouns ESports, I believe in you. I also like really love your guys' logo. I think you guys did a fantastic job of having that. Look at the dude. You guys. Oh yeah, that's right. They have the Pokemon team. Come on. Pokemon Unite. This is so cool. Nouns ESports, like these images. I feel like there also was this like really great talk that happened. Where is that? Wasn't there an announcer talking about, don't you remember that, Shefo?
There was.
Where was that?
Sasquatch posted it here on Nouns ESports.
There was an epic video. I'm going to try to pull it up.
4-1 posted it.
Oh, he did?
Or he retweeted it.
Oh, yes. Wait, hold on. I really want to show you guys this. It's just so important because it, okay, here we go. Because it's an example of like how you can proliferate into your own industry. But basically that some hosts of the I can't like talk and think about this at the same time. Where is this effing thing? I swear it was posted. Now I'm going to. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Funded by.
Let's go. Wait.
I don't know if people know the context of that, but Nouns is actually funded by what?
NounsDAO.
NounsDAO,
Which
like
is actually the sickest DAO ever.
a cryptocurrency, just authority body essentially. So you're voting with your cryptocurrency on the future actions of this team.
Yeah.
And so if you actually want to essentially be a part owner, you just need to get DAO or Nouns, right?
Yeah.
I think something like that.
Publicly see everything that they're voting on.
We can all own a piece of this team.
Yes, we
can.
can control the future of this team. By,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sell this. I'm like not marketing this. I don't have any
Do
stake
you
in
want to
this.
be a team owner? Well, I've got a team for you.
Yeah,
Could be
that's what the DAO is basically. Very cool though. Nouns is actually super cool, and they kind of just, no matter what's happened with cryptocurrency, they've just stayed very cool like the entire time. Their project hasn't changed much, and if you want to own one, it's actually still really exclusive.
I don't know if people know the context of that, but now
that is epic. Hearing them talk about it in that way, it's so rewarding. I don't know about anyone else that's listening that is a builder within Nouns, but that is like the dream soundbite and segment of all of your work, like coming to a point where people who didn't know about NounsDAO before come in and like express their understanding of it. That was an incredible clip. I need to like save that and have that in my wheelhouse in my little clip bank. It's something that I would show to people to help them understand what Nouns is. There's a couple other things that we can go over to through Nounish that have done that, but honestly, guys, I'm just so proud of everybody who was there. Let me make sure I'm not freaking forgetting anyone. I would feel so upset if someone thought, I mean, obviously, how can I not talk about Robot Fish Girl? Let's see if Robot posted photos. Must have posted photos. Let me see Prof. I'm just gonna keep going back to Prof's page because she has all the epic things. Clem, I did see you say that thing about the ping pong. Oh, Sheffo needs to send you that video of you and Mark playing ping pong. Yes. I love this. Sheffo, you got to get on that. Robot Fish Girl in all of her glory. Right there in the end. Look at that little robot fish. Just one of my favorite people probably ever. And so fun. Oh, you guys can't even see the screen. I was trying to show you Robot Fish Girl. Incredible person, so fun, New York native, just epic proliferator, involved in Nouns in so many ways, has taken on a larger role within the Noun Square, is one of like the main hosts. That iconic booming laughter, that Robot Fish Girl laughter, hearing it IRL and in person is like just as satisfying and so much fun and almost like louder and crazier. Shout out to you, Robot. I already miss you a ton and I just don't know when we're going to see each other again. And that makes me sad. Blue, shout out Blue, this little lady right here. So fun. The really, really actual cool thing about Blue is that she was in the freshman class at Prop House, the first ever round, and she won the first ever Nouns Prop House round. So shout out Blue. What's up, SuperTightWoody? Yes. I already talked about you, dude. You came in a little bit late. I've been talking about you. I talked about your epic one of one. Let's bring that up again. Let's just bring that up again since you've entered the chat. Okay. Let's just talk about this. Let's just have a moment of silence and just stare at it. Just
even the hat.
Let's just go into this detail of all this here. Let's just see this. Look at that little tuffet. Look at this. A little Lady Liberty fly. The tattoo on the hand. The little clawed face. I'll stop after this. I already honestly, the toad hat has a bowl cut? What do you mean? What do you mean? I didn't see that. Oh my God. Okay. I mean, honestly, could talk about this the entire time. But that was epic. That was freaking epic. I was talking about Woody, all of my favorite proliferators from this event. We kind of like went one by one in no particular order, but we did kind of gab about you. I'll make sure I clip that and tag you in it after this live stream. If you're just joining us now, I just realized we are past the first hour. Let's freaking go. Welcome to Nouns on the Air. I'm Aubtoshi. We're here for 2 hours every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 10 a.m. to noon Pacific Standard Time, because you know that I can't get my ass up earlier than that. Shefo always clowns me
Shefo was
in public meetings about me being a sleep toshi. Okay, I saw a TikTok, okay, guys, that said that women need more sleep than men. So I'm not a doctor, but that person on TikTok probably wasn't either. Okay, so we're just like getting through this one stream at a time. But truly, I love being here live with you guys. It's kind of like my favorite thing ever, and I'm super excited to be back on this normal schedule. So every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, please join us. We talk about all things nouns. You know that on Thursdays we highlight people specifically, and we've gone through a list of proliferators. But I think that now that we've passed this first hour, I'll make sure I clip all the combos that we had about those people, and I'll tag all of them so they can know that we're just gabbing about them in the most positive, excited way. It was epic meeting all of you guys IRL and seeing you. But I think that what we should really talk about right now, let's do a little transition of our friend Mark.
What about Woody's favorite pizza?
To just transfer this Woody's favorite food pizza. I think that we need to start talking about Coachella because we're here.
Man, wow. Coachella is here. It's there. It's right over there. It's not very far away.
Let's just transition. Everyone just close your eyes. Just close your eyes.
Fuck out of bed, bitch, go.
And imagine you're in the desert.
Get up, and they got go.
We're gonna really
Indio.
know who the crypto degens are at Coachella.
Gotta
When
wake
this
up,
guy
gotta
plays.
wake up, bitch,
Either
get up.
everyone's gonna look around and be like, somebody broke on stage and took over the DJ
Get
booth.
up.
Or they're just gonna start roaring. Just depends if you hold back.
Woo! We are at Coachella. I'm so excited. I cannot tell you guys. Okay. I have been clowned on by a specific individual who asked me in DMs and said, like, aren't you a little old for that? No, I will never be too old for I will never be too old for Coachella. I will never be too old to be an appreciator of music and a person who just loves the whole. Honestly, I geek out on like the production side of it. Okay, guys, it is like the perfect little thing. I know they've had it like down to the T at this point of how they make this thing happen, which is why the Frank Ocean thing I think was like so shocking to people. I don't think there's been like a moment like that in a while where like things went kind of awry. And by awry, I mean, I think what we all know happened with that. Do you know about that, Shefo?
Yeah, I heard about that.
So Frank Ocean is no longer going to be at Weekend 2. Sad. Obviously, I posted on my Twitter that I actually promoted this tweet too. Let's pull this up. Let's just do a little shout out to my tweets, my own personal tweets. I did post about this because I do think it's true. Okay. Frank Ocean is a real artist. I do believe that. His art is the vulnerability of giving the world a chance to see all of him. I completely believe that. When you lose personal expectation of how you expect to receive someone and just take in what they're giving you right there in the moment, you receive the gift of authenticity. Okay, so what that means to me is that is true. You guys can be listening to Frank Ocean in your room for years, or watching him on YouTube, or doing anything, seeing him do interviews, seeing him not doing interviews, doing all this thing, and you've like imagined in your head like how Frank Ocean needs to perform for you or show up for you, for it to be your special moment. Okay, this is not your moment. Your moment isn't happening right now. This was Frank Ocean's moment. And like, as these facts start coming out about like what actually went down and why he will not be at this event anymore, I still just like really, let's just look at tweets. I really want to drive home the fact that like, I still believe in him as a person, and I don't know, there's so many different ways you could look at this. So basically what had happened is they said that there's a ice rink whole situation that was supposed to happen. Professional skaters, hockey players, and that he was supposed to perform with them. They had been practicing for like a month. And apparently at rehearsals, he fractured his leg or something. I think now they're saying that he's like, it's fractured and broken in 2 places, like his leg. Like for people to just be like, oh, really? And they're like, oh, he fractured his leg and like be so unsatisfied with his performance for the first weekend. And most people are saying, oh, that makes sense now that he was like kind of sitting down or he was just vibing or he'd take these like long pauses. You guys, have you ever fractured anything? Have you? Okay. Have you ever fractured anything and then probably were pumped full of whatever you needed to like get up on a stage and then perform for an audience of like over 100,000 people? Not me. Couldn't be me. This man's leg is like fully broken, you guys. It happened during rehearsals. I'm sure that the moment this happened, I know that the moment this happened, that the production staff of everybody, you know, had to like make a call at that point. I'm sure at that point they already started planning like what could happen if they could replace him or anything. So I know that that's what's going down, but I still feel really bad because he still like gave an intimate experience as far as I'm concerned. I saw clips on TikTok and everything. It was beautiful hearing him hear some of those songs. I feel really bad. I feel really bad. I feel like I wish like him the best of luck. Obviously, he hadn't performed in 6 years. It was a huge deal that he was performing. So, you know, I just wanted to give like just personal shouts to him. I feel like it's a little like, it's not cool to just like blame this person. And again, when you lose expectations of how you think someone should show up for you, then authenticity happens and you can just accept a person for who they are. I think that's kind of like a cool lesson for all things. I am being handed a phone right now. Oh, good thing. So we're working through our sounds here. I think the sound is probably down. Is that a little bit better? We're just going through audio, guys. We're just going through audio and trying to figure out how to do this in the best way possible. So for me, it was incredible. That weekend winners got to see him. Congrats to you guys. Obviously wish him like health and happiness and that he's okay. I do think that there is a new headliner. And I think that headliner is Blink-182, guys, which is a huge deal. I don't know why. Twitter is not the best. Oh, here we go. Frank Ocean's dropped out of Coachella weekend too. Blink-182 is going to take over for the Sunday night headlining list. Blink-182 before was... Oh, I am getting weirdness, Woody. Audio was better before. Is it like loud or is it echoey? I think I might have just done something. I might have fixed it. You guys just let me know. We're live, y'all. We're just rolling live. Please let me know what happens. On the last couple live streams, we worked out a couple of things together. I really appreciate you guys helping me with that as well too. I have a couple of things I tried, and before I wasn't able to get some chorus, which means there's 2 vocals coming through. Oh, echoes. What if I did this? Is that better? That might be better. Or, oh my God. No, I know what's happening. Is that better? Did I fix it? I think I just fixed it. The damned, I don't know about y'all. If you use OBS. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I was trying to put my audio up for this one, but I do have 2 audios happening here. That is my bad, y'all. And then is this one better now? I have my audio all the way down for main. I'll just wait for another yee-haw, and then we can get going here. I'm sorry about that, guys. I was probably just gabbing the entire time, and no one could even understand or hear what I was saying. It's okay. I was just saying that I'm emotionally am here for Frank Ocean if he needs a friend. We're Gucci. Okay, So the new headlining act is gonna be Blink-182, and I'm so excited. I saw them, like some clips of them going on. I know that they haven't performed like live like this in a long time, like with the whole squad. I am so freaking excited to see them. I can't even explain it to you guys. I think that this is like, I knew that like, okay, so imagine an entire headlining act canceling last minute, or not so last minute. Like I said, when they saw him fracturing his leg during rehearsals, I'm sure they instantly were thinking of plan B. But at that point in time, like you want to have, you want to make sure that, I'm so sorry. I'm getting more messages about, oh, you know what's happening? Is every time I switch over, the audio comes back. Let me lock this one. Lock. Is that better? That is such a weird feature that it's doing that. Okay, we're learning. We're learning about OBS. Okay. Anyways, if the main headline act cancels, like the act that you have to like put into where that person could have gone has to like fit with the vibe of the stage. And so I'm assuming since they aren't using the ice rink, that it's just like, okay, well, what band could we put there that could just utilize the stage and the awesome like huge screens and stuff? I feel like Blink-182 is like a no-brainer. And yeah, I just think I'm super excited to see them. I do have 2 mic inputs in one scene, Woody, for some reason. I have that one muted. We're learning. We're learning. I think I figured it out. I think the audio is down for what I was trying to do before. But outside of this big change with the Coachella, we are going to see the same acts that we saw weekend 1. I don't know about you guys. I've been trying to watch the live streams to kind of like vibe and see what's going on with these. And I have started like my list of like my absolute must-sees. I have some exciting news about Coachella, but I don't want to say it quite yet. I am going to walk you guys through and do like a vlog daily, so everyone can almost feel like they're there. I feel like it's like my responsibility to do that, to, I don't know, bring Coachella to you guys. This is like a festival I just love so much. I used to like work it for a few years. If you've been going for a few years, maybe in car camping, maybe, and you saw the dodgeball people, maybe you saw me. Maybe you saw me playing dodgeball. Maybe I was screaming at you as you were running by trying to take a shower that you should come and play dodgeball. Maybe I was there in like glow-in-the-dark pants at nighttime after the show let out, trying to get you to play dodgeball. There's a lot of ways that you could have seen or interacted with me in the past years. But this year, I am strictly going to Nogglify people who come into Coachella, give them these Modi sunglasses that we talked about, the Noggles, and see some awesome music. And so this is the Coachella list, but I started like in Canva, kind of like circling the ones I want to see. Obviously, okay, guys, Friday, obviously, we're going to Bad Bunny. Obviously. In Gorillas. Like, I don't know. And the other 2 that I had on here, I did have like Blink, but now I'm not sure if they're going to be in the Sahara tent on Friday since they're the main. And I have Youngblood. I'm still trying to like work out my list for like the earlier parts of the day and like listening to people's music and trying to understand what I should see. But I don't know about y'all. I really love Youngblood. I think he has like the most hype energy. He is out of control wild. I was trying to like introduce him to Sheffo, his music and stuff too, but I would really love to see it. Oh, K Trinata. Where are they at? Are you seeing? Ooh, okay. I see you. Let's go. That could be good to see. I didn't have them circle before anyone on this level because I thought Blink was going to be in the Sahara tent. But now that makes sense. If they're not, we'll save them for a minute. We'll get rid of the Blink one. Let's do that. K Trinata, let's 100% see them. Yes, Woody. Yes, I'm so happy that you're here. The perfect person to be watching this live stream right now. Thank you so much. Okay, definitely let me know if there's someone I need to see because I basically have like my basics, my mains, and then I have to like fill in some time. I've never really had like a tight schedule like this at Coachella. I'm one of those people that go to festivals and just, I let the randomness of it all happen to me. But I want to like really actually plan this out because I know that of all my friends, the crazy psycho friend that had like the schedule and that would like break off from us because they were like on a time thing to go watch something and came back, like they always had the best experience. They always saw the best people. They've like could see 20 people on the time that I was meandering around and saw 3 performances. And so please let me know. I will be sticking to the schedule and trying to like run to these stages. I didn't really circle anyone else here yet. Let's go to Saturday. Okay. Obviously we're going to see Blackpink. Obviously, we got to see Blackpink. Come on. Rosalia, Queen Rosalia. I saw some just epic freaking clips of her performances. I do love Eric and really actually just want to like put this. This is going to be the really hardest day, guys. It's going to be the hardest day because at night, Eric, Chromeo, Labyrinth, and the kid Lori go on at the same time. I don't even know what I'm going to do about that. I mean, I feel like I have to see Labyrinth. I've seen Chromeo live before. I'm going to give him a circle just in case. I've never seen Kid Lori. I don't know if it's like cheesy that I want to see him. I love like a lot of his songs, but I might have to figure out some type of way to like go back and forth between different stages at that time. And we might have a way, which is a secret I will share with you tomorrow. Okay. That's going to be a hard one. That's going to be a really, really hard one. Main acts that I want to see on Sunday. Oh, so sad, Frank Cushion. I left that circled because I know that that's just going to be Blink-182. Obviously, I want to see Bjork. This is where I'm having trouble. Okay. This is where I'm having some trouble. Let's see if you guys can see this. Okay. Willow and Jai Wolf go on at the same time. This is a problem for me. This is going to be, I don't know what to do about this. I don't know like who to go to first and who to go to second. Jai Wolf is like a sound of like instantly takes me back 12 years ago. I don't know. I've been like listening to this person for a really long time. And I saw him actually do a TikTok and say he's the first person from Bangladesh to ever perform at Coachella, which is super important. And I can't believe like it's taken him this long to like reach this point because I've been like listening to this person for a really long time. And there's this epic Spotify Coachella 2023 playlist that has these old Jai Wolf songs on it, but just you feel the same when you're listening to them. It's very upbeat dance music. It's not dark at all. It's like inspiring. You're like crying. Like it's like what you would like. You're like climbing a mountain and the sun's rising and birds are flying by and cute animals coming out of the bushes and like Jai Wolf is playing. Like that's what I imagine is happening. So I feel like I really need to see that. But Willow, I gotta see Willow. She looked so beautiful performing. She has such a unique voice. She's such a cool artist, dude. She's like, I don't even know what to say. I know she's like wild and out there and crazy, but I really appreciate her as an artist. I saw her like really, you know, she wasn't just like singing along and vibing with her songs. She was like completely in there, like harmonizing with it and just like going for it. I thought she had an epic stage presence. I don't quite follow her live tour schedule. I'm not sure if she's ever performed for an audience this big, but I thought that she handled herself very well on stage and like handled the epicness of being on Coachella. And I feel like there are artists, again, this is not a jab at Frank Ocean. I feel like there are artists that kind of like take in that moment of like, I've been booked for Coachella. Like, what am I going to provide people? Like, what energy am I going to bring and stuff too? And she kind of very clearly was that. And she looked freaking gorgeous. Okay. I was listening to the Spotify playlist for Coachella and this person got me pumped up. And so I really, really, really want to see them as well. Obviously Porter Robinson, Glorilla, so fun. I love the Cardi B song that he's with. Okay. So basically the only part of this that makes me feel old is that like a lot of like the earlier sort of afternoon performances, I like know that if I hear some of these people's songs, I'd be like, oh, it's that person. But I don't quite know them as like how much I used to like 10 years ago when I'd be like, there's a person playing at noon and I must go see them. So again, if you're watching this live stream now or later and there's someone that you're like, you have to go see them. I feel like, again, I will be able to like discuss this a little bit more tomorrow, but I have a really, really incredible opportunity to probably get some epic shots of these performances to people. Like if there is someone that you want to see, I also want to like kind of go through TikTok again too. There's obviously the main acts that everyone's kind of TikToking and stuff too, but I want to almost go and get some footage of some acts that I didn't see on TikTok. I think it's really important. Even if 50 people come to your performance and you're at Coachella, that is a massive, huge deal. Like imagine all the people that didn't get booked and you got put on that stage. I also have never been a person to go into the festival very, very early, like as early as when the gates open, to go experience like all this artists and stuff too. And I really want to push myself this year to do that. I want to be there as soon as I can. And so, as you guys know, we're going to be here doing the live stream Friday and Saturday, 10 to noon. And so I'm going to get myself ready. Like, I'm going to show up to the live stream tomorrow, like ready for Coachella, like my little outfit, so I can like show you guys what's going on. It's something crazy. It's something crazy. But as soon as that live stream is over and I push stop streaming, I'm 10 minutes away from going out the door because I want to get over there and see what's going on. Okay. Oh my God, Mark. Yes, Woody. We were totally, awesome PFP change, by the way. So good, so good. Mark is going to be insane. I don't know if you saw this, but he did like a pop-up in like New York in the street, random pop-up like DJ set, which means that he went from Coachella to New York, DJ'd, and now he's going to come back for weekend 2. Like the man is wild and out of control. Woody, I wish you were here. Like, come here. I don't know. If you can like make it happen, you should make it happen. I have an extra room here in the Airbnb and I'm really not even kidding. You should totally please come here. It's going to be insane. And I think it's going to be like even crazier of an experience than we had anticipated. And again, I don't want to talk about that too soon, but I will be able to talk about it tomorrow on the live stream. I will go all in and tell you guys about what's coming, or what's going to happen potentially at this Coachella. So why am I here for Nouns? There's a huge crossover. I really think that the social aspect of it for me, like getting anyone who's attending or participating in this festival to wear Noggles and be like excited about them. That is a win for me. That is like the whole purpose of this. Like it is all live streamed on YouTube. Imagine seeing like a pan over of the audience and like one person's wearing these. Like that would just be everything to me. And so I will be on the lookout and like watching these lives as well back to see if like anything happened, but that's 100% my goal. My goal is also to just talk about, Nouns with people who know that. I'm really excited to see how many people come out to us and know what Nouns is. I'm excited to see who's there, who knows about NFT and crypto. I'm hopefully excited to get to connect with artists and see like what they know about this and stuff too. Cause as you guys know, like when we're kind of just out in public and stuff, these conversations just happen. They're not as like big brained as it used to feel because they happen so often. Like we literally just really love this. Like I love DAOs. I love artists, and I love seeing how different people are, going to take advantage of NFT technology for their benefit. Like I can't believe like certain people on here should totally have NFTs. Like it's crazy to me. I'm so excited to see gorillas. I can't even tell you guys. It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. Please go listen to the Spotify Coachella 2023 playlist. It's insane. It's going to be so good. I feel very fortunate and grateful to be going. And again, in the name of Nouns, we will rock out to Coachella music. It's like such a place for all the smaller artists, like even Mark, for example, in his DJ set. Like the man has been going for years, okay? And like for him to be recognized on this level is so cool. And I feel like this tipping point always happens. Bye, Woody. It was awesome to see you. Thank you so much for hanging. I feel like this tipping point Hi. Oh, this is so strange. I completely know why this is happening now with my mic thing. But I feel like the tipping point for artists is getting to go to Coachella, because then all of a sudden when brand new people are like, oh my God, who is this person? This is my first time seeing them. That's when you get your like day one fans coming through and like showing up for you in the comments and being like, I've been listening to this man for 10 years, or I've been waking up every morning for the last year trading crypto, listening to the Get Up song. Like it totally like is this combination of all of the work that you've put in as an artist and then getting recognized for it by new people. And then therefore it getting like double recognized by like your squad and your fans and stuff. So it's a huge deal for people who have never performed at Coachella, and it's a huge deal for people who have performed and who are being invited back. It's a massive audience. It's massive reach. It's live streamed to people across the world. Everyone knows about this event. Everyone in Los Angeles knows that it is like the event and festival of the year for this area. Obviously, there's like massive other festivals such as Burning Man, Tomorrowland, Electric Forest, all of these festivals that have a lot of recognition and that people know about. But specifically for music, like this is it. This is it. If you are an artist, just like SuperTightWoody, it was so awesome to have him here. He actually had a great story he was telling us in New York about being able to perform at Coachella. And so even though I think it was 2015, so I got to find this. I know that I'm going to find it somewhere. I'm not sure if they were live streaming at that time. They must have been. But 2015, he did an awesome remix like of 1975 and he got to perform it at Coachella. So hats off to you, Woody. That's like pretty much the coolest thing I've ever heard. I'm so proud of you. And I just know that maybe you'll get to go back for a second time. I don't know, but I hope to be there when that happens. And again, we are just keeping the energy super, super high here. We are excited. And I'm mostly excited to really brainstorm like how I'm going to bring this experience to you guys. So I know that I can do those things through sort of like a daily vlog of like, get ready with me. And here's the schedule I want to go to, of the people I want to see and stuff too. But please, if there's specific people you'd like to see, if there's specific like areas of the festival you want to see, if there's someone you want me to meet, any of it, guys, please, 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 like let me know. I am here. I'm fun. I'm in the open and I'm ready to like also provide an experience that you guys wish that you could see as well. Because I do feel very fortunate to be attending this event, as I have for all the other events that we've attended. But specifically for this one, it's really meaningful to me. I have been to other Coachellas and just, I feel like this year it's going to be a whole different experience. I'm not going to be working dodgeball, guys. I'm not going to be, maybe I'll throw some dodgeballs around. I wonder if the dodgeball crew's there. I got to go say hi. But it's going to be a little bit more geared towards the event itself, in the production and everything going behind that. So really, 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 really excited. Let me see here. It's interesting that audio capture. I got to switch it every single time. Sheffo, is this your first Coachella?
It is. It is. I am a Coachella newbie, and very much looking forward to that. I think that it'll be a good one.
Okay, so as someone who has never been, what does this, what are you thinking about this festival, first of all? Like, just in general.
Snacks.
Snacks.
Yeah, maybe it's just because it's 420 and I have the munchies, but I'm definitely thinking about snacks. I just want to bounce around, you know. I want to see like all sorts of like different music. I want to see like cool dance moves and stuff, you know. Obviously the fashion. I'm like interested in
cool dance moves.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want to see like the next dance moves, you know, like coming down. Like I feel like we're early, and so I might have like the jump on a viral video here, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I get that. Is there like anyone you're excited to see, or are you just excited to be experiencing all of it?
Blink 182 is actually going to be pretty exciting for me. I will not age or date myself, but yeah, that'll be a good one.
I agree. I've actually never seen them live. I can't believe that. I am so freaking excited.
That too.
Yes. I've seen so many people. I also just like, as I was scanning down this list, I forgot, because I don't know where he's performing it. I did see a ton of videos, but Calvin Harris is there. I wonder if he's like in between. Wait, let me check this schedule, because I actually saw a TikTok where they said he went over the curfew, which I think is midnight. So maybe he goes on after Blackpink or something. I don't know when he goes on, but I will be there. I have seen Calvin Harris live a dozen times at least. I don't know, was part of that whole EDM scene when all of that stuff was huge and like going to festivals like specifically for these people. I've seen like Skrillex perform a million times. Like I really like followed these guys around because for me, these were the first dudes like also experimenting with the stage production and like projection mapping. I had a neighbor of mine when I lived in downtown LA. We had these awesome like lofted warehouses, and everyone that occupied these warehouses was an artist or in production in some capacity. And one of my neighbors was actually like the projection mapping artist for Skrillex, um, I feel like Dead Mouse at one point. Like I feel like there's this iconic like Dead Mouse cubes, spheres, like all white spheres stage that was projection mapped on for like the first time. That kind of was a huge deal back in that time. And so I really appreciate like the lighting part, the sound of all of these productions, especially because when you're a producer or a DJ, like the sound and the production parts, all that really matters because you're just going back and forth and you have your style and everything too. But making it an epic performance while you're standing there, and as much as you're not holding a guitar or a live instrument, like you have every live instrument in front of you. Like you are the master of music at that point. Like you're controlling these decks, and the production level behind you or in front of you or whatever's happening with the visuals is like huge for all of the people that are watching you. Otherwise, you're just like this little pea pod standing up there, just like dancing around. Like DJs have like the highest energy I feel like ever because of this. Like they have to get so hype. But when you start having these really epic like light shows and visuals behind you, you can just kind of like be with your own music and like vibe while a whole experience is happening for your audience. And so Calvin Harris obviously is like, oh God, just music that just speaks to my soul. So I can't wait to see him. I'm so excited. I do want to make sure that we kind of like run around. And if that means like, I think we saw Saturday is going to be the hardest, guys. Let's see. Saturday's going to be so hard. I really want to see all those people up there at this exact same time slot. So we might have to do a thing where we kind of like pick who we go see first, stay for 15 or 20 minutes, go to the next one. Like I just can't miss some of these people. I feel like that's also so important to why I feel like there's 2 weekends. You know, people really get the chance, if you're lucky, to go to weekend 1 and then come back for weekend 2. Again, epic, you know, that weekend oneers got to see Frank Ocean. Again, I wish him like all the health and wellness and hope that's okay. But maybe he'll just like come and just say hi or make an appearance. Who knows? And who knows what people have up their sleeve and special guests that they're going to bring out. I know that weekend 2 tends to sometimes have some special guests because people want to make it slightly different than weekend 1. The other thing I also noticed of why I probably wasn't participating as much in the festival when I went was because I was a purely weekend oneer. And there are all of those parties that happen outside of the events. And so I definitely was someone that would like go to those specific parties for the brands and the sponsors. And it really does take up like the daytime part of the event. And then you're kind of going over to the festival after these things that happen all day to see like the main acts. But since weekend 2, there's none of those parties happening, which I do find fascinating. I'm excited to just be at the festival, to be honest. I don't know why that's like that. Do you know why, Grant? No. Of course you wouldn't know why. This is your first Coachella. I feel like having the brand and sponsor parties in weekend 2 is just like a no-brainer as well. But maybe they're trying to create some type of scarcity of like, if you go weekend 1. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like having like those experiences and those events for both weekends makes sense, and that everyone coming would want to participate in the same way. I also don't think like there's enough room for every freaking influencer during weekend 1, I'm sorry, and that weekend 2 is necessary for those people. But weekend 2 also feels like maybe influencers and stuff will come, but it's more of like they're having a personal experience types of vibes instead of like hardcore promoting a brand. It was really cool driving into Palm Springs, seeing all the billboards. I don't know if you guys have ever made this drive before, but basically what happens is once you start leaving LA, you start getting on the outskirts of Los Angeles, And then you start getting into like very much like the desert is starting. And there's a casino, there's this like outlet mall, and then the windmills start. And you go through this little like crazy road of windmills. A friend is on their way here right now and probably listening to this podcast. And I would imagine that they're probably reaching windmill territory right this moment. But it's this epic moment where you know, like you're almost there. Then you go through Palm Springs and you have to go a little bit more south. And then you get into Indio and Coachella Valley. And it's so cool because in this area, there's really just like not a lot going on. There's shopping, there's golfing, and then there's people that have their Palm Springs vacation homes. And so it's just like these miles and miles of these like tracks of homes on top of golf courses and stuff too. And then you have the Empire Polo Field, which is where Coachella is held. So as you're driving around this thing, it's completely like secluded from like normal parts of the town. So it's not really anywhere near where the shopping stuff is, not where restaurants are. So once you're like in the festival, you're in it. All of your accommodations and your food and your water and your drinks and all your stuff is probably just going to happen in the festival. Unless you're lucky enough to have a car there with things in it, you're pretty much guaranteeing that once you like leave your camping tent or once you leave your Airbnb, like you're there at the festival and you're there to stay until you're ready to go. Because it can get like pretty trafficky and crazy. But there's something really special about that because it's like this pop-up, like magical Disneyland. Like you see, you know, I love all the iconic photos of the Ferris wheel and then the silhouetted palm trees and the gorgeous mountain, you know, desert mountain behind it. And just the pure blue sky. I'm like looking outside right now, you guys, the sky's pure blue, not a cloud in sight. It was a little windy when we drove in 2 days ago. Right now, not at all. It's freaking gorgeous. Perfect weather. I am just not ever going to be able to express to you guys how grateful I am that we get to be here and have this experience. And so please, just a reminder again to let me know if there's anything you want to see. Let me be your lens for the weekend. Let me be your videographer. If there's a performance you want to see, I got you. I got you. We will be doing some get readies with me while we get ready for the festival, especially before the live stream tomorrow and Saturday. Maybe I'll be like kind of getting ready like during the stream as well. And so we have a lot to talk about tomorrow because we will be highlighting a place. Obviously, the place that we will be highlighting is Coachella Valley and Indio. I'm really excited. I've actually been down here multiple times outside of the Coachella Fest. And so I have some fun insight about this area, but it's really a cool, great place to be after being in Times Square for a week. And I will tell you that. Times Square was very amazing, but very like hectic and chaotic and like sensory overload the second you step outside the door. Like you're already like in a busy hotel. And the second you just like open that door, you're like hit with smells from the street and sounds and sirens and horns honking and people yelling. And there's just a lot going on, and that's fine. I love that and really appreciated it. We had a fantastic time, but there's something about coming to this like very still place now. And of course, still, I know it's the calm before the storm. I know it's going to be very loud and crazy and not still at all, but truly like this couple days before the festival starts and people get back into it, even the festival grounds themselves feel very calm. No cars in the car camping, no cars in the parking lots. The security guards are all waiting there. You know, I know that people are doing rehearsals and they're doing sound checks and stuff too, but it's pretty calm before the storm right now. That will not be the case like right now. I'm really excited to like end this stream and be able to call our friend that's on the way to ask how it looks, because I know that the day before the festival, today, Thursday, is when everybody drives in from out of town to get to car camping, to get here to their Airbnbs. Like this is the big day for driving. So I'm really excited to hear about that. And I don't know, like we definitely are going to have to like go out later, Chefo, and like see what's going on in the town, maybe like drive around. They will be loading people in for car camping like all day and all night. I know that for sure from the last times that I worked this thing. So I'm excited, but I do like seeing that. There's about to be a lot of hustle and bustle here. So we're trying to soak up these last couple hours of just this calm. It's beautiful. I might go take a dip in the freaking pool. I don't know. I mean, I will do that. I'm telling you right now, stream. I'm gonna go do that as soon as we're done here. Again, thank you all for like being so patient with me during my audio situations. We're all figuring this out together, and I really appreciate all my friends who have helped me along the way in understanding how we can make this a better stream. I do want to point out, because I think it's important, that 2 weeks ago, I'm sorry, the last time we were live, we had talked specifically about adding a couple of features to the live that hadn't been added yet. So we had the window share last time, the window capture, where we were browsing the internet together, but there was no sound coming from it. So today we got sound. We know that we got that sound. We're so excited about that. So I figured that out. But now we're just like gonna make it a little bit better. We got Sheffo on a mic too. Maybe Sheffo will want to come on video next time.
We could probably do that. We could see. Who knows, Aubtoshi?
We got to do it. We got to see what it's like having that little camera on. I'll make you a special little scene. Ooh, the other thing I want to do, and I know this is why a couple of my friends had to drop, excuse me, the Jack Butcher space. Wait, so let me just pull this up in case it's still going after we're done here so that you guys can immediately head over to this space because I think it's super important. I can even try to like tune into them right now. Let's see.
Can you? All is fair. All is fair in love and war.
I was aiming for the piano too. So, and I have my gaming mouse again, so nobody can be
Our
mad at me.
friends.
Well, maybe you should have clicked a little faster. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway.
Okay, fine.
But I appreciate that feedback 2 times, and you're welcome to join us here anytime you like. We do this space every single day, which is kind of crazy, but we've been doing it for almost a year now, like 310 days, 311 days, I think, actually today.
Yep.
And, yeah, we have a good time with it. We also host about 30 other spaces about different CC0 projects and Nounish projects like Checks, like NounsDAO, Little Nouns. So if any of that stuff is interesting to you, give us a follow here on the clock, and you can keep abreast of all the stuff that we're doing and hosting around these parts. But that feedback specifically about Nomo Nouns is really
Well, that was like the perfect soundbite to go into that space with. Cool. That was the Now Squared. That was the voice of a generation, y'all. That was Toady. Go join that space. I don't know if it's ending soon, but Jack Butcher was in there. So my next goal for the next live is to get like a scene that's just a Twitter space that we can also port into and have our awesome mic and potentially like go into Twitter spaces together. I would love to do a live dedicated to me just bopping around to Twitter spaces. Maybe that'll be our Saturday show where we could talk about and try to see if there's Coachella Twitter spaces, or we can host one. I don't know. We will check it out. But again, I know a lot of you guys know that I started on Twitter spaces, like doing shows a lot more heavily. And we have now evolved, y'all. We have evolved to the live streaming / live video podcast. By the end of this week, I will have our first 6 episodes up on your favorite podcast streaming platform. Maybe that's Spotify. Maybe that's, I have the videos up on YouTube already too. Maybe that's Apple Podcasts. I'm not sure. But wherever you like listening to podcasts and not necessarily watching them, I will have that there. I will also be able to have fun clips and stuff just kind of around on the YouTube and stuff so you guys can see. But again, this is only episode 4. This is Nouns on the Air, episode 4. And I cannot even express to you guys how happy I am to get to share this moment and stuff with you guys too. Oh yeah, air horn. Episode 4, going in so hard. We love it here. I love being with you guys. I love being live. There's something about it that's, I don't know. I don't even know how to express it. I love NounsDAO. I love that I've had this opportunity to do this with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and just pull open my stuff really quick. Let's see. That's so funny. We can close with that guy. Here's my Twitter. Please follow me. If you are not already, this is probably like one of my main accounts. And then I have all the links to my TikTok, my YouTube, and my Instagram, and my LinkedIn. Watch out, LinkedIn. If you're trying to professionally connect to me, I don't know if that's the best place, but I am growing my followers. I was doing like an AI challenge to post to gain followers. And I kind of I'm not going to lie, that was a little bit hard to do in New York, but the followers are still coming in. So thank you guys so much. I do love that I get to live stream on straight to your Twitter feeds. So maybe some of you are actually just watching me on Twitter. I love that. Maybe you're watching me on YouTube, maybe Instagram. Oh, not Instagram. I'm sorry. Maybe Twitch. I have like 1 follower on Twitch. So we're going to try to grow that account too. So thank you again for being a part of this. Thank you for following me and everything that we're doing. We have like beyond exciting stuff coming up for everybody that we get to experience and then share with you. And so please, please, please check me out. Turn your notice on. Hang out with us for this 2 hours. My mom actually said she really enjoys these live streams because it's almost like she gets to hang out with me just like over a cup of coffee. So, you know, pumpkin spice and everything nice. I will be in this Chugalicious house/set for the next 2 lives, and then we will switch back to our normal set. But I love that we get to take this podcast wherever we go. And so you guys are always here with me in the live stream. We're in different cities all the time. And I just can't wait to keep sharing stuff with you guys. Thank you so much again. Let me see. Don't forget tomorrow to tune in 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and Saturday. Tomorrow will be full Coachella again. We'll do some get readies with me. We'll listen to some music. I think it would be just more of a little bit of a party. We're going to have a pregame. Tomorrow's live stream will be a Coachella pregame, okay? So you better get up and get ready at 10. I'm going to close with our boy. I cannot wait to see him. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with Nouns on the Air and me, Aubtoshi. It's been incredible.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go.
We're here live every Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Nouns on the Air. If you want to follow me no more, go to otg.wtf.
Wake up, bitch. Get up.
Don't forget to check out NounsDAO.
Get up. Get up.
Yes, 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 yes. Nouns, 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 nouns.
Get up, get up.
So much fun. Thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Oh my God, that was such a bad way to drop because my sound was down. I was trying to do a cool transition, but my sound was down. Thank you guys so much. We will see you again tomorrow. And make sure you hang out and check me out online in between. I can't wait. See you then.